Hey everyone, it's Mick from the MTR Images team here. Just wanted to give you a quick update on why you haven't seen myself or the team out covering events at Lakeside recently. So before I go any further, I just want to make it clear. I'm a photographer. I'm not a lawyer or a copyright or a business expert or anything like that. The information in this video is the facts as best that I can explain them from my interactions with Track Action and Lakeside management regarding their photographer release that they introduced earlier this year. Anyone considering capturing images or video from Lakeside should grab a copy of the current photographer's release from Lakeside management and seek their own advice about whether it's right for them to sign that agreement or not. It's every individual photographer or videographer's choice whether they want to sign it or not, and it may be right for some and not for others. The other thing I want to make really clear is that you don't have to agree with it, you don't have to like it, but you need to respect Track Action and Lakeside, myself and any other party's decision regarding the photographer's release. Don't have to like it, need to respect it. Since late January, when the new photographer's release was published on social media, I've been asked by so many people what's happening with it, what's the update, has it been sorted out, and all of that sort of stuff. My typical response has been, I'm trying to work with Track Action and Lakeside management to find a resolution. I really truly appreciate the support from so many of you out there and being concerned as to why we haven't been able to cover events at Lakeside and continue doing what we do to promote local motorsport. So what's changed and why am I providing an update now? Well, on the 15th of May 2023, I was advised by the Track Action CEO that no further discussions would be entered into with myself. So what's the issue? Why don't I just sign the photographer's release as is and get back to capturing images at Lakeside? The issue is that I can't comply with some of the terms in the photographer's release. So the first one is point 10 of the photographer's release combined with point 1, which requires photographers to provide Lakeside management or Track Action with a copy of the day's images before they leave the venue. Now, that sounds easy enough, right? Just copy the cards and away you go. So to give you a bit more insight into how I produce my images, I shoot all my images in a format called RAW. So I don't like the comparison, but think of it as a digital negative. My RAW files are typically very flat in color and very dark. That's the way I shoot. I take about 450 gigabytes worth of images in a day in that RAW format because the file sizes are larger, and on a powerful desktop computer takes about 8 to 10 hours, so overnight, to convert those images from RAW files to JPEG files. And that's without me taking any time to apply any of my presets or any edits to correct the color, bring the brightness back up, etc, etc. So unfortunately I can't comply with those points to provide those images before I leave the venue. Lakeside have updated it so it doesn't have to be on an SD card. It can be provided on other media or via a web gallery, but as I can't even convert the images in time, and I certainly couldn't upload 450 gigabytes before I left the venue, unfortunately I can't comply with those points on the photographer's release. The other main term I can't comply with on the photographer's release is term number 7. And that says that upon use of the images provided by the photographer to Track Action, sole ownership and all rights are transferred to Track Action. That is, that the copyright for those images is transferred to Track Action. Use isn't defined in the photographer's release, so use could be a simple thing as displaying the images on the monitor at Lakeside. So if Track Action use the images, then the copyright, the ownership, and all rights are transferred to Track Action. Further in point 7 of the photographer's release, it does say that we can still sell the images, so to third parties, to clubs, categories, drivers, etc. The issue is that once Track Action or Lakeside use the images and become the copyright owner of the images, if myself or any other party uses those images, we could very much be in breach of copyright, as we don't have a usage license from Track Action to use the images that they now own. We have no rights to use the images. It's an unfortunate situation. So without going into boring detail, they're my main sticking points with the current photographer release agreement at Lakeside. So currently as it stands, myself and the photographers that contract to me on the MTR Images team have all decided not to sign the current photographer release. It's an individual choice, and the photographers that contract to the MTR Images team are under no pressure. They have my complete support, whether they sign it or don't sign it. It's completely up to them, and I'll continue to support them either way. To be completely clear, if any photographers agree and sign this photographer's release, I'm not saying they're wrong for doing so. I'm saying in my situation, I can't sign it. Since this photographer's release has come out, you have seen us out at Lakeside now and again. It is my understanding at this point, I've asked for clarification, but I haven't received it yet, that we can still shoot third-party events held at Lakeside. We just can't cover track action events without signing the photographer's release. So a lot of people have said to me, so what, you can't sign on as media, just pay your money, come in as a spectator, we'll still buy images off you. You'll still get great images from all around the place, even if you can't access some of the media-only spots. Now, I've received conflicting information from Lakeside management and the Track Action CEO on this, but the latest information I received from them on the 15th of April, both in person at the track and later that day via follow-up email, and I'm going to quote here, is that spectators do not have the right to take photos for commercial purposes. To me that means that no driver, team, category, sponsor, etc. can obtain an image from a spectator and use it for commercial purposes on their commercial social media or for flyers, posters, in any commercial use. So unfortunately I can't come in and shoot as a spectator and provide images. It's a disappointing situation, but that's the way it is. And again, you don't have to like it, but you have to respect Lakeside's right to run their business their way within the law. I really hope that the photographer release is updated in the future, and myself and many other photographers can come back and capture cool images at Lakeside again. If you have any further questions about what I've talked about in this video, or the photographer release in general, please ask the questions. I'll do my best to answer them or point you in the right direction to get an answer. Again, a huge thank you to all that support us and what we do. I hope this update gives you a little understanding as to why you won't see us covering events at Lakeside in the foreseeable future. But we really look forward to catching up with you elsewhere and capturing some more cool motorsport images. Take care everyone, we'll see you soon.